What you're about to hear might sound impossible. Some say it's fiction, a terrifying tale made to keep you up at night. Others believe every word is real. You decide. But whatever you believe, just remember, when the phone rings at 2:17 a.m., don't answer. It was 2:17 a.m. when the phone rang. Emily Monroe sat bolt upright in bed. Her chest tightened. That sound, sharp, piercing, and unfamiliar in the middle of the night, had become rare since she stopped keeping a landline. But this wasn't her cell. It was an old rotary phone on the wall, one she hadn't touched in years. It wasn't plugged in. Her husband, Drew, stirred beside her. "You okay?" he mumbled, half asleep. Emily didn't answer. She was already out of bed, padding barefoot across the floor of their main farmhouse, toward the hallway where the phone sat mounted. It rang again. 2:17 a.m. She reached for the receiver. A tremble moved through her. The line clicked. Static. Then, "Mom!" Emily's breath caught. The voice on the other end wasn't possible. "Mom, it's dark. Are you there?" She couldn't speak, couldn't think, because the voice belonged to Katie, her daughter who died 6 years ago. Katie Monroe died at 14. Hit and run. Early October. Her hoodie still smelled like campfire smoke. The case went cold. No witnesses, no plates, just a single tire mark and shattered taillight plastic. Emily never recovered. She had buried more than her child that day. She buried joy, wonder, sleep. After the funeral, they moved to the farmhouse. Remote, quiet, safe, or so they thought. That call unburied it all. Emily stumbled back into the bedroom, receiver still clutched to her chest. Drew sat up now, alarmed. Who was it? She could barely whisper. It was Katie. He stared at her. She dropped the phone. 3 days passed. Drew blamed grief, stress, a dream. But Emily couldn't forget the voice. It wasn't a dream. She dug through the attic, unearthing an old answering machine, plugged it into the same wall socket. Every night she stayed up. 2:17 a.m. Nothing. Until the 7th night. The tape clicked, then hissed, then, "He's watching, Mom. The man. He found me. Don't let him in." Click. Emily dropped the mug in her hand. It shattered. She rewound the tape and played it again. Same words. Same trembling, terrified voice. She showed it to Drew. He turned white. "It can't be her. You heard it. It doesn't mean it's her." But deep down, he knew. They both did. Emily began researching. Voice recordings, paranormal frequencies, signal hijacking. She even emailed a sound technician in Denmark. "These aren't artificial distortions," he replied. "That's a real voice, recorded in real time." The next night, another message. "He's in the mirror. He follows sound." Emily covered every mirror in the house with black cloth. Then she found the photo, an old Polaroid from Katie's 12th birthday. In the background, a tall figure, dark suit, pale face. She never noticed it before, but the face wasn't quite right. It was stretched, blurred, watching. Emily couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. She started hearing static when the house got too quiet. Then came the thuds. Every night at 2:17 a.m. From the basement, Drew went down once. Nothing but darkness and old pipes. Until the night Emily followed the sound herself. She stepped into the dark, tape recorder in hand. The hum grew louder. Drip, drip, static. Then Katie's voice. "Don't let him out." The lights flickered. The recorder sparked and died. A whisper grazed her ear. "You opened the door." She ran upstairs, locked the basement. But the door thudded behind her. Thud, thud. 2:17 a.m. A week later, an envelope arrived. No return address. Inside, a drawing. A child's drawing of their house. Stick figures. Emily, Drew, Katie, and another figure. Tall, no face, all black. Underneath, in Katie's handwriting, "He lives in the gaps. Between now and then. Don't forget me." Emily broke down. She knew what she had to do. That night, she answered the phone again. "Katie, where are you?" Behind the wall. He kept me here. I'm not alone. Static. Then silence. Emily found the old sledgehammer in the shed. She smashed through the basement wall. Brick. Dust. Then a narrow cavity. Inside, bones. Not just one set. 7. And a locket. Katie's locket. Police came. So did the news. Turns out, their farmhouse sat on land once owned by a man named Garrett Mull. Went missing in 1963. Suspected in multiple child disappearances. But never found. Emily had found his tomb. And his victims. Including maybe Katie. But how? Katie was buried. There was a grave. Coffin. Or was there? The body was never shown. Closed casket. Drew turned to Emily one night. Do you think she was taken? Before the crash. Emily whispered, I don't know anymore. They buried the bones. All of them. But the phone still rings. 2:17 a.m. Emily answers every time. Sometimes it's Katie. Sometimes it's others. Whispers. Warnings. Names. Last night, the voice said, one of them is still in the house. The line cut. Emily turned slowly to the mirror across the room and saw a tall figure standing behind her. The official news report states that bones were indeed found beneath the Monroe farmhouse in 2019. But the calls? The photos? The voices? No one could verify them. So you decide. Was this just a grieving mother's descent into madness? Or a daughter's voice reaching out? 6 years after the grave? Drop your thoughts below. And if you hear a phone ringing at 2:17 a.m., don't answer.